Okay, boys and girls, lads and lasses, gentlemen and ladies, and fleas and non-fleas alike, we've got a fun time ahead of us today. Today, we are going to do the thing that we were going to do yesterday. Before we get started, if you could hit the like and share button, maybe subscribe if you feel up to it, because these streams are usually fairly long, and you know, not trying to beg and grovel for money here, but having some sort of return on the massive, massive time investment would be nice. But not required, as I will do these whether you watch them or not. Because I'm just crazy like that, and you're talking about the guy who invested so much money into doing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, despite never going to any real tournament beyond a local one time. And also gonna point out that is, why did I just do that? I hit a stone right there. That was so dumb. Anyway, and also gonna point out that Yu-Gi-Oh is the one tournament that you can take part in for trading card games that doesn't really have a reward for doing it in the sense of money. So, yeah. Okay, now, as far as what we're actually going to do here. Oh, that's nice. I wonder what happened here. How much you want to bet that was something I did? Just to be safe. Oh. Okay. So that's the fishing pond area. Okay. A little funky there. A little bit of funk going on there. Okay. So, here's the deal. The deal is we need a boat. We need a boat. So I can go with oak, or I can go with birch. Brighter color, more visible, we'll go with birch. Okay. So for those of you who don't know what I'm up to, we're going to make a chest boat. And this is why I wish we could link chests to thing. Okay, yeah, those are two different types of wood. Fine, whatever. Okay. So we're going to leave this stuff behind. I'm going to make some cobblestone walls. And we're going to make a dock for the boat. It's not going to be a very big dock. Okay. Gonna sleep through the night. We're gonna grab some more dirt. Actually, we'll go with andesite. We'll go andesite on the dock. I don't want to listen to that. Give me my boat back. And that is a village. And it's not that far from the Sakura Blossoms. And I think, if I'm smart enough, I might be able to tunnel to it. Ooh. Don't like that. Well, let's see here. Nausea in 3, 2, 1. Ugh, flashbacks. Friggin' Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 2. Climb that Empire State Building. Go on, get that last token. Mm-hmm. How blessed am I that there is a village right there. Right there. All I have to do is make a better way to get to it. And hope that it's actually a proper village. And not like some illager or pillager trap of some kind. Oh, they got a black horse. Nice. Okay. There we go. Screenshot of the coordinates. Probably don't need them. In fact, it's probably such a straight line to my base. I'm sitting here calculating the math in my head here. If done correct, is that another village? No, that's a desert biome in the distance. Nice. Nice. This little island of mine might prove to be a little banger. Wish I had a spyglass, though. I'd love to zoom in on some of that stuff, because some of it over there looks like it might be part of the Pale Garden biome. But, yeah. Huh. To quote every villager in Minecraft. Yes, Mr. Enderman. We're gonna steal some dirt. Because I'm gonna try to land bridge it. And get back to the house before things get too dark. You do not want to be out here at night. Yeah, that teleport must be pretty fun, dude. Pretty fun indeed. You know what? It's hardcore. I'm not going to risk the run on doing stupid stunts like jumping off of a ledge and falling at high speeds without knowing. Yep. Let's not risk too much here, huh? Dog's gonna go nuts. Hey, don't. Please don't. Okay. Let's appraise the situation, shall we? I can create a land bridge that goes from here to across the water. No problem. Starting here. Okay. The problem is actually not going to come from doing that, but rather is going to come from nighttime. So, in light of the fact that I don't have to worry about the zombie scourge happening during the day, we're going to build up a tunnel. A not so secret tunnel. Yep. That should be enough. Should be. I hope. So. Ominous noises. For sure. Oh, what a lovely stream this morning, huh? Oh, sure am.
I like this. Red air.
Yeah, they're something else, ain't they?
I guess we can let you loose.
Yeah, for now. Oh boy, are we gonna have some fun. See, now I get to dig the tunnel. See, the tunnel is my answer to not wanting to bore the world with um me walking back and forth. But also means that I don't have to activate any mods, because I do have a warpstone mod I can activate at any time. And sure, teleportation a lot faster than walking, even like this. But I wanted to keep this vanilla with no mods, so that's what we're gonna do. And at some point, if I can get enough iron and other goodies, and some redstone and some mine carts. I mean, iron is kind of just a... Yeah. That is the sound of this game trying to intimidate. We will not be intimidated. We will not go negotiate with terrorists. So good luck. Okay. Now where do I... Right, this is PC. Oh, good morning, sister. Yeah, Minecraft this morning. Going, you only get to die once mode, basically. Yeah. Just as a heads up, our aunt and uncle are up from, the south, so maybe give them a call. Yeah, changing your diet can do that. Also, not having, you know, the common cold. Okay, that's far enough. We're gonna go back here. Plant one of you. If I remember correctly, the block number I needed was negative 300 and something. I think it was like 394. But yeah, just taking a break from some of the run and gun games. Although, you know, if I had a bow and some arrows, this could turn into a run and gun game. And it might, because the Fletcher in this is a really good way to get things accomplished. I don't doubt that. Things have been kind of icky around here, too. My daughter actually got a case of the 6 for a little bit there. But she's alright now, obviously. I got one pickaxe left. Yeah, I got a little bit of excuse me. The allergies going on this morning, though. I'll tell you that much. A lot of dust needs to be cleaned up. About the time we buy this place, I'm gonna replace that forced air with Toyo stove. Just like Dad said he wanted to do. Oh yeah. Don't tell anybody, but I'm mining straight up. I kind of need this coal. It's a desperate situation. I have nothing to power my furnaces right now except for wood, and wood kind of sucks. Well, you can use it to make charcoal, but that's not really a preferred method. Yeah, so what happened was my daughter's stepsister, um, she caught strep, and it resulted in everyone in the house basically getting sick. So they had to do the thing. Unfortunately, there is a bigger cave under here. And this block here is some sort of, like, cave stone thing. It tells me that I'm digging right over the top of something that could be fun, but also very dangerous. Point in fact, actually. You know what? It's about time we start digging up anyway. There are those in the audience who might get the reference, but diggy diggy hole. We'll put it that way. Oh, I don't feel like coming back to a creeper in the stairwell, so... I'm not supposed to be using sprint because it consumes more food. But I don't want to sit here holding the same button all day. Yeah, I know. I know. It's just a whole thing, too. While I'm out here, better off putting my character to bed before I go back out and do stuff. Tends to keep the surface level creatures at bay. I don't think I'll need any more of that. I'll put half of you in here and the other half torches. But then when I'm done digging the secret tunnel to the village, I gotta go back and start planting the garden. I already got the dock and the boat made. And I've got a mine started back there, but I think this would probably be the better access to the mining areas because of, you know, easy access routes versus what I already have set up at the base. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it myself. You know what? We're going to flatten that out a little bit. Gotta kind of be careful here. Because if this is surface dirt, and I dig, it's not surface dirt. Good. Surface dirt is what I call danger dirt. Because when you're mining like this, and if you mine under a tree, for example, where there is shade, creepers spawn in the shade and don't catch fire. So, creepers being the green things that go kaboom. Yeah, which is kind of interesting considering how tame this game actually is. Like, by comparison, I'm saying, not, you know. It's just full of little, like, jump scares and stuff. It's not as bad as a lot of the other games that I've played. A game that gave me nightmares as an adult was a game called Alan Wake. Oh boy. You want to talk about a game that'll make a full-grown adult afraid of the dark. The first Alan Wake, it'll do it. The second one's kind of a DEI nightmare, though, so better to stay away from it, but... I mean, that, or you could just go by something like Alien Isolation, or any number of the Alien-related titles. Or you could just skip the video games altogether and just go watch the movie The Thing. That movie still freaks me out as an adult. I like it. It doesn't scare me, but it has the, in the gaming world, we call it the Among Us effect. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Among Us effect, of course, being the, like, you watch a movie where there's some sort of, like, shape-shifting creature in it, and you've watched it for like an hour or two where the main characters are trying to figure things out, and slowly the intrusive thought enters your head of, is this possible? Is it possible the human being sitting next to me is not actually a human? And John Carpenter's The Thing is, like, the #1 movie to cause that to happen. So, but yeah, no, Definitely a maturity level issue. I would argue more so than an age issue. Signs, yup. She got me with it too. Remember her and Tiger with that stupid baby monitor two-way radio business. Still pissed about that, by the way. Okay. Actually, right where I wanted to go. Imagine that. Sweet. So we don't actually have that problem with River, and we haven't since she was like 3. Um, River, for her age, and I don't quite understand. Well, I kind of understand it myself because, you know, even when I was a kid, I was like, I was one of those kids that just kind of played along with the whole Santa Claus thing, even though, like, I knew he wasn't real. There was no way for him to be real, yada, yada, yada. And, oh, by the way, spoiler alert, if any kids watch this, you'll understand it when you grow up. It wasn't a lie told to you out of malicious intent. It was to actually further your enjoyment of your childhood. So, and by all means, if you're an adult who believes in, you know, big red suited dude who can travel faster than the speed of light, more power to you. But, you know, there are those of us who live in reality, and reality says, you know, otherwise. Which is fine. You know, historically speaking, he did exist, but it wasn't on the scale that people will accredit. I'm gonna make a little base of operations over here in the village. So that way, you know, I'm more than willing to let the kids have their fun. I'm not a cruel, well, okay, that's a lie. I'm a totally cruel jerk, but I'm not that cruel. And see, I have to say that stuff. Oh yeah, no, it is pretty easy to figure it out. But like, there's a certain donkey that's annoying me right now. Oh my god, if you were in my head. Oh wait, you should be able to hear that. The problem is if I attack that thing, there's a strong chance it might anger somebody, and I don't want to do that. You know, even with my streams being labeled off as not for kids because of, you know, COPPA, I actually more do that for the chat box because you can't have on kid-friendly videos, you can't have a chat box anymore because people had to go ahead and ruin that. It used to be, you know, you could have a quote-unquote kid-friendly video and have a civilized chat function, but now, well, if you know, you know. It's getting dark. I have to hurry up and get these, at least get the walls and ceiling up. torches to light the place up. Keep the creepers from thinking it's a good idea. Staging area accomplished. I gotta go light up the stairwell, make sure nothing bad spawns that I don't want to spawn. It's mostly the archers that are the problem. I don't... So, back to the couldn't live with the lie comment. I agree it's not honest, and I'm sure there's certain parts of the Bible that would frown upon it. But it's like a... It's weird. It's kind of like a tradition at this point. And actually, it's less clunky than saying, you know, these gifts were from God or something like that. So it in a weird way, it makes sense, but like, to me, logically speaking, it makes more sense just to put on the tag who the gifts are really from. But like, I don't know. If we're speaking logically, it makes more sense just to do it that way, because then, you know, then you don't have the situation where they get older, they find out Santa Claus is a figment of people's imagination, with the exception of the occasional person like Ric Flair who actually believes, you know. I think I have the right person down. I forget which wrestler it is, really, and keeping track of wrestler names is not something I'm good at, because, to be fair, the only two names that I remember are Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and John Cena. Well, 3, so... Oh, 4, Undertaker. Can't forget The Undertaker. But outside of that, and the only reason I can remember Kane is because every time you say Undertaker, Kane just kind of, you know, pops off. Oh, okay, well, that's a lie. Triple H is also... was one of the people involved with a band called Metalhead or something like that I used to listen... Motorhead that I used to listen to. And, you know, memory by association, basically, is the only way I can remember these people. And that sound is the sound of the best disinfectant. Which is not working because my door is gone because I had to use it for something else. Let's remedy that. I don't want to have to deal with this again. Hearing that frigged up noise, I'm trying to figure out what it is. But no, this game is not really like if you're a small like 3, 4 year old, I could understand maybe where it would be, you know, a problem. But it's not. It's really not that bad. So, and I do mean that like straight up. River loves this game. I mean, she's like 6, 7, but you know. There's this weird thumping noise coming from my game, and I'm actually trying to figure out, like, mentally, what is causing that annoying noise. It's not even, like, frightening, it's just irritating as hell. Alright, love you too, sis. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you later.
I wonder if she has it on your calendar.
I gave it to her. Yep. Okay. Are you gonna go in the house or what? Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, now. Just a couple security airlocks if you catch my drift. Okay. Now. Well, shit. That's the end of that, I guess. One wrong move and the stream is over. Sorry, guys. I thought I had this one. I was thinking I could make it all the way to the nether. No. Yeah. Well, Let's do a quick overview of what we got done. A base with enough wall to keep Genghis Khan at bay. A tunnel that actually could have led me to enough places to go to the Nether. And there was a friggin' amethyst geode connected to it. That sucks. Had a village. Just barely got the base of operations started. Nice and safe, right in town. I was gonna wall off the town. Yeah. Well, now that I can spectate, let's go see if I can confirm. A suspicion I had. So this is not the Pale Garden. This is a snow biome with a pillager outpost not too far from it. Man, this map was basically perfect. Yeah, sure was. Only survived 11 days and one poor decision. Yep, there's the Nether portal right there. The broken one. All I had to do was snag the diamond that was most likely in that chest right there. Could have had another portal. Not gonna lie to you though, I'm terrible at Minecraft, so typically speaking, I can get to the Nether. I can find the fortress and get all that stuff, assuming I don't get randomly swarmed by like piglins or sniped by a ghast effectively. We even had a pumpkin patch. A pumpkin patch, for crying out loud. And I screwed it up. Well, that's episode 2 of attempt number 1 at Hardcore Minecraft, and that right there is what I died with. Didn't even get to make the garden. Really didn't need to, actually. I was getting plenty of food from, oh, game's overloaded. I was really getting a lot of food resources, like, naturally. I was getting animals that were just, like, spawning at my base on their own. And if I could have gotten my hands on some string, then, yeah. And you can't, like... Well... You know what? I can do that, though. I can always copy the seed. And before we delete it, the old world. What is it? Control P, I think it is. If it'll work. No. I'm gonna have to type it in manually. Because manual seed entry is so much fun. So, just as kind of a moratorium to my hardcore world, I'm going to enter this seed. From that world. And to give us an extra hour of streaming time, we're going to have some fun with it. See, unlike the last one, A standing for attempt and number 1 for the number 1. We're going to bounce it to hard mode. I'm going to jump down to resource packs and let's see. Tree Capitator. Hiker's Bestie. RPG skills are a no this time, I think. I'm not really a big fan of that. And Warp Stones. And just add a little bit of variety, we'll slap in some extra zombies. Here goes nothing. Enderman hate bath time. Yeah, they don't do water so well. Well, I guess it happened that way. Well, I'm not going to torture you guys with me building this base out. Next time I do a Minecraft stream, I'll boot into this world first to kind of show it off a little bit, but I think this is going to be something that's going to turn into a hobby. Minecraft. Unless you guys want to see me do 100 days beyond my first day, 101 days of zombie survivalism in a world that killed a previous Minecraft character in hardcore. Because we can make that happen. Um, you know, I'm not going to do all the fancy video edits, though, that Forge Labs and Shadow Mech do. I just have no patience for what it really takes to do it, which is effectively sitting here in my chair for hours and hours beyond what I already do. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Before we get out. Yep. And this will be the last time I look at this area for quite a while. Beds down. Respawn point set. I'll let night fall. And we'll close this stream out with my character going to sleep one last time. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe button. Maybe leave a comment about whether you'd like to see me try to do the zombie packs that I do have on a world similar to this. Maybe this exact one. I won't be adding anything like guns, blasters, or anything like that. Just the weapons that come with whatever mod pack I grab. But in the meantime, we'll see you next time. Peace out.